All right, now let me pull up YouTube on my phone and let's see if anybody is showing up. Let's see here. All right, so Megatron is here. Hey man, how you doing? I'm doing okay. Just getting ready to start streaming this. Gonna have a good time, hopefully. Drinking a big thing of coffee. We're getting some more people in, it looks like, or at least that's what the number is saying. If you're popping in, go ahead and say hi. That way I know for sure people are around. And I think once we get to maybe 5 or 6 people, that's when I'll go ahead and begin. Hey, Caesar. How you doing? Hello, Keith. How are you doing? Making sure that I've sent everything out correctly. I think I did. All right. Not only are you good, you're good. That's good. Oh, that coffee's good. Cool. I hope I can hope this game can inspire some spooky ideas. Now, I myself, I've not gotten very far at all. I got to about I want to say I got to maybe half an hour to an hour in, but I stopped because I wanted to be fresh to me as I play as well. But I went ahead and got into it a little bit, just so that I could, understand what I would be playing and stuff. Okay, well, we got 4 people in. Okay, cool. If you just came on, just drop a comment in the chat or something, just so I know that I've got people watching it, and it's not just like bots or something that's making the views. Now it says 3 people. Yeah, you see, my big thing is just I want to make sure that when I start, I've got actual people that I'm streaming to, and not it's not just some number. All right, and before we go any further, I just want to know, can you guys hear me okay? Is the volume all good? All right, so far I have left. I can hear you. Okay. All right. Like I said, we'll wait for maybe a couple more people to show up. We can just enjoy the chat while we're going. Okay, so it looks like Caesar, Keith, and Megatron are all good. So let's try to get another person or two in here. Then we can begin. Have any of you played this game or know what this game is about? As you can see, it is obviously a Japanese game, and there have been some changes, and there's a few things that I don't like about the however the game was changed when it got overseas. But we'll talk about that when we get to that. The changes and such aren't significant, and there's only one. Apparently, there's only one image that has been censored, and hopefully I didn't get the version where it's censored, but if it is, it's just one image. But there's a lot of problems with the translation itself, and you'll see what I mean. It's not that it's grammatically incorrect, it's just that, well, actually, yeah, it is kind of grammatically incorrect, but we'll get to it. I'll point out to you. Okay. So, very happy to see that we've got people who are just as new to it as me. So, we're all going to have some fun here, eh? I'm drinking a big cup of coffee, and it's got some, of course, it's got some Irish cream in it, because, you know, can't be streaming without the whiskey. Actually, no, Megatron. It was not censored by Sony. It was censored by, I want to say all but one platform censored it over here in the West. And it was such BS, too, because basically I read it and someone got triggered because the image looked too graphic. And if the image is what it says it is, then it's hilarious that somebody got upset over just a little bit of gore, but I don't know. I mean, things get censored that are just you wouldn't think would need to be censored nowadays. And if you're like me, you just don't want censorship, period, no matter what. So. Okay. All right. Sweet. We got 4 in here. Why censor spook? Well, because we, unlike the Japanese, we are sensitive as hell. And, you know, we can't have people's feelings hurt. You know. And I mean, we especially can't have our horror scary. Oh, no. I mean, that's just too much. Okay, well. No. Here's the thing. There is whiskey in the coffee. Yeah, see? Okay. All right, well, we've got enough people here, and the chat is pretty active, so I'm going to go ahead and let's get started. So what I'm going to do is I will tell you guys when I get to the point that I had gotten up to, and once I get to that point, I'll let you know, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to make all the decisions I had made up to that point so that we're going down the path that I've already set for myself. because, like I said, I want us all to be on the same page and experience the same thing. And before I begin, just one last question. Now, there's a bunch of characters in here. Do you want me to do like character voices for each different character, or do you want me to just read it in my regular voice the entire time? And I'll need a couple people to answer that before we begin, just so that I know what I need to do going forward. No as in no character voice, or no as in just read it in my regular voice the entire time? Okay, leave it as is. Okay. We get another person saying the same thing, then we'll go ahead and continue as that. Talking normal is fine. Okay. Then we shall do that. Let's begin. This game is super, super Japanese in terms of like the folklore, mythology, and such. So if you are into that at all, I think you're going to like this. I'm loving it so far. Okay. Hey, want to hit up the karaoke place? The new Love and Hero song is out. I'm not feeling up to it today. This story creeped me out earlier. Do you want to hear it? Oh, sure. You remember Miss Yamaguchi? She wears those big glasses. I heard she's gone missing. What? What? No one knows where she is. Nope. She just disappeared. Just up and poofed from the library. Okay, it's still working. I thought the stream cut out. Here, let me reset this. That way I can see you guys talking. There we go. One of the student librarians said she was researching something there. But then she vanished. But she's super diligent, right? One of the students thought it was weird that she'd up and leave her. So he checked in on her. But when he did, the only thing left was her eye. It had a really weird scar on it, so it was definitely her eye. A scar? Yeah, it looked like a dog bite. She showed it to me once. She had no idea where it came from. For real? There was a scar like that on Miki's leg, too. Huh? Miki? Wait, that's... The girl who went missing. Yeah. It's crazy. Maybe that rumor is true. What about the cursed scar? Cut it out. You're scaring me. I hear snatches of an idiotic ghost story. They're speaking seriously. It's obvious they wouldn't believe a word. They're only killing time. Rumors are the best way to do that. The sun's about to set. It's gotten later than I planned. I shouldn't have stuck around to hear that story. I better hurry. This is where it kicks off. Thunder rumbles in the distance. A huge mansion is in front of me. Strange. I'm sure I was just... My vision blurs. My ears are buzzing. My head's swimming. It's almost like I'm drunk. What time is it? I glance at my wrist, but my watch is gone. Did I put it in my coat pocket? But all I find is a business card. In elegant printed letters is a name. Saya Kujao, Spirit Healer. Now, here's the thing, guys. I can pronounce a lot of Japanese stuff when it's spelled out in the English alphabet, but I don't know if that's Kujo or Kujao. I'm going to say Kujao for now, but if it's Kujo, let me know and I'll change it to that. So, anyways, Saya Kujao, Spirit Healer. On the back is a photo of the mansion. I guess this must be the Kujao Mansion. Kujao Mansion. Saya Kujao. Those names sound familiar somehow. Only one way to find out. Taking a deep breath, I reach out to knock. I stop when I see something on my wrist. Uh-oh. It's a strange scar. And if you guys look behind it, you can see a bunch of hands and open mouths and eyes. And you got to pay attention to the artwork because there's always little things hidden in there that you're not going to see right away. When did that? I could just be imagining this, but I feel an icy chill when I look at it. My fist pounds on the door. No reply. A light appears in the second floor window. It's probably too far from the door for them to hear me knocking. Okay, I'm looking at the chat, and I see... I thought it would pronounce O, but I'm no expert. Okay, well, the thing is, Keith, I'm going to put my faith in your opinion here, so I'll call it Kujo from now on. But if it is pronounced Kujao, then I will go back to that. I'll see if I can get a hold of somebody who can verify that for me. I grasp the doorknob and find it unlocked. No point in staying outside. I'll just go in. I'll apologize to the owner later. The inside is shrouded in darkness. A small beam of light from the window is the only way I can see anything in here. It's dead silent except for the constant ticking of a clock's second hand. I must be in the entrance hall. The atrium extends to the second floor. Anyone home? There's no reply to my shout. Maybe they've soundproofed this place so they can't hear me down here. I guess I need to go upstairs then. A staircase is just visible up ahead. I walk toward it, cutting across the hall. My ears catch a strange noise. I turn to look where it's coming from. Someone's there, enveloped by the dark. I think they're staring at me. Okay. This is, like I said, I'm going to hit the options I've already hit before. And then once I get to the point where I stop that, then I'll be doing the options as I go along. But for this one, I chose to talk to them. Hello? I call out, but the person remains silent. So at this point, I went to ignore them. I carefully begin climbing the stairs, making sure not to trip. Someone might know she is smart. Yeah, if you want to send Omen a message asking her that, by all means, go ahead and do that. And Chewie's 2 milled out after all driving right around. No, that never happened because those movies don't exist. And, okay, so Keith is right. Okay, so it is Kujao. Or Cujo. No, Cujo. Okay. So I'll call it Cujo from now on. They're coming to get you, Salem. Well, we'll see about that. As I reach the landing, the sharp sound of a bell breaks the silence. It seems to be coming from above. Looking up, I can spy the outline of a clock. I bet that's what's making the sound. Yeah, and this one I just went to ignore it because it's like it's a clock. Because in a lot of these games, it's like, do you want to examine this? And it's like you'll go like 5 minutes examining an item, and then like at the end they'll be like, no, it's not a special clock. It really is just a regular clock. And you're like, why did I waste all that time looking at a clock then? So that was my mentality going into it. Okay, I reach the second floor, ignoring the clock, and head toward the room with the light. Now, for me personally, what gets underneath my skin is nothing creeps me out more than parasites or fungus or like something growing out of you or on you. And you guys are going to see pretty soon why this game so far is actually kind of making me uncomfortable. Stopping in front of the door, I knock. But again, there's no reply. Yes, even though I'm into so much horror, the things that scare me are parasites and storms. And things growing on you that shouldn't be growing on you or out of you. I try again, several times, even calling out, but there's still no answer. I push on the door. It's dark inside. Strange. I definitely saw lights on in here when I was outside. Wafting through the room is an odd smell. It's sugary, like ripe fruit. The whole room is permeated with it. Oh my god, I can talk. Some kind of aromatherapy, maybe? It's not a particularly pleasant smell, though. The aroma drives me further into the room. The floor underneath my feet feels off. It's wet. It dawns on me that I'm smelling something else mixed in with that sweet smell. I know this scent. This metallic tang. Lightning flashes, and I catch a glimpse of something. The startlingly grotesque object stretches out across the floor beneath my feet. Something strange is here. Stare at it. It's so bizarre that I can't stop staring. Blooming flowers are everywhere. They're bursting out of the woman's stomach, her blood-soaked body overwhelmed with them. I wrench my gaze away, horrified. But the hellish image is burned into my mind. I can feel my entire body shaking. Bile rises. I'm gonna throw up. You guys see the girl? Don't see her? In the next instant, the lights are on. Wait, that's not all. The body is gone, leaving only a stain. This doesn't make sense. It's a bad dream. At least, I'd really much prefer it if it was. But that faint smell that remains in the bloodstain crushed any hope I had. I beat a retreat from the room in an effort to escape the whole bizarre situation. When I stumble back into the hall, the lights are on in here as well. The clock has stopped chiming too. I decide to have another look around. All the furnishings in here are old enough to be antiques. They match this old-fashioned mansion. A large doll sits on a couch. This must be the figure I saw in the dark. I would easily mistake this for a human if they couldn't see the ball joints. Probably belongs to the owner of the mansion. So, what do I do now? Contact the police? Her stomach was full of flowers, sir, and the corpse up and vanished like fog. Like anyone would believe that. Welcome to Cujo Mansion. The doll moved. It spoke. A different kind of shudder runs through me than the one when I found the corpse. Up until this point, I was nothing more than an observer to all these freaky events. I could distance myself from it, but now a doll is talking to me. Have I startled you? If so, I sincerely apologize. My master ordered me to behave as a normal doll until told otherwise. The words are elegant and refined, but her face never moves an inch. She may look human, but she clearly isn't. She's my waifu. She slowly folds her hands together, so she can move too. I'm sorry for not introducing myself. I'm called Mary. I am your waifu. You have likely seen a number of oddities here already. I see. My master, Sayakuja, was unable to escape from the market. Sayakuja. Did she mean that corpse? But wait, What's this about a mark? Lady Saya was searching for a way to escape the mark. Were you not also called here by her because of the mark on your arm? She must be talking about this weird scar. Did Saya Kujo invite me here to this mansion? When I try to remember, my head hurts. I have something to tell you in place of my late master. But I would like to ask one thing first. Do you know your own name? Well, that was a much simpler question I hadn't been expecting. It's... I break out in a little sweat. My throat is drying up. Why can't I answer? I'm shocked to find I'm coming up blank. I see. Then it is as I thought. Somehow Mary knows what's going on with me. Before I offer an explanation, please decide on a temporary name. Things will go much easier if I have a name by which to call you. It is also likely you will find it hard to remain calm if you are nameless. She's probably right. Better to have some placeholder name than continue life as a hollow, nameless being. Enter the protagonist's last name, up to 10 letters. Well, we're not going to name him Yashishi. This handsome, fine gentleman is going to be named LeBlanc. Isn't that just an amazing name? I think it's amazing. Is LeBlanc okay? Yes. Enter the protagonist's first name, up to 10 letters. Well, Kuzo is... It's just not very good. You know that name Salem? That's such an awesome name. We're going with that. Is Salem okay? Oh, yes, definitely. Is Salem LeBlanc okay? Oh, definitely. Isn't that an amazing name? I think it is. It cannot be changed after this? Yeah, I'm sure. Salem LeBlanc. Okay. Then the appearance selection. So we got glasses and beard, glasses, or nothing. I went with the one that looked most like me, which would just be the beard. And, fun fact, I actually do wear glasses from time to time, but I haven't worn it very much because I just don't like the way they look on me right now. But as soon as I start to build up a little muscle and fix some areas of my body that had been changed up with the weight I used to carry, then I'm going to start wearing my glasses again. But until then, I'm going to go with just the beard. And if you turn that hair brown and made it a little poofier, you might even have a guy who looks kind of like me. Is this okay? Can that be changed later? Yeah, that's fine. Humility 100. Yes, I am humility level 100. However, someone like me, someone who's just as selfless as me, deserves humility level 101. The Chungus. Use Chuck Norris. No. I'm a god. I'm not going to stoop down to the level of Chuck Norris. I have no mouth, but I must scream. Yep. I'm Salem LeBlanc. Understood, Lord LeBlanc. Oh, yeah. Yeah, doesn't that just sound amazing? Yeah, I am Lord LeBlanc. Oh, yeah. In all seriousness, I actually love the ring to that. It really does. I just love that ring, Lord LeBlanc. I would want to name a character that, except for the fact that, can't really name someone after me, so... Anyways, let's continue. Understood, Lord LeBlanc. Now I shall explain to you about the mark. It is the seal of death. Those who have it will soon die. You do not believe me? I am certain this sounds absurd to one who has led an uneventful life. However, my master's death proves it is irrefutably true. I don't know if you guys can see, but she also has centipedes crawling up her skirt, which just makes me go, oh, even more. It's even freakier. The corpse's sweet stench comes back to me. That didn't seem like the work of humans. I am afraid that the horror of the mark does not stop there. Victims slowly lose their memories until the day they die. They face death all the while suffering from the terror of losing oneself. Memory loss? That can't be. That'd mean that I'm... Yes. The fact that you have forgotten your name proves that death is coming. Lord LeBlanc, you... will die this very dawn. My memories skip forward a bit after that. I just remember being completely stunned at what Mary revealed to me. I can probably attribute it to memory loss caused by the mark. The next thing I know, I'm lying in a guest room in the mansion. I vaguely recall dragging myself up the stairs and coming here. Must have fallen asleep at some point. Thanks to that, I feel a lot better. I'll die at dawn, huh? I try saying it out loud. It's definitely shocking, but I can't say it feels real yet. It doesn't make sense. Way out of the blue. But if it's true, is waiting for my untimely death the only thing I can do? It might be a good idea to ask Mary more about it. I find Mary sitting in the exact same spot as before. She hasn't moved an inch. I doubt a doll gets bored waiting like humans do. Good morning, Lord LeBlanc. Are you feeling better now? I feel terrible. That is only natural, of course. Since it appears that you have calmed down, I would like to ask a question. What will you do now? I can guide you down only two paths. The first is to wait for death. The second is to fight the mark. Can you help me? If that is what you wish, yes. My master was researching it. A few days prior to her death, she found a way to escape it. Regretfully, she passed away before she was able to inform me. So she doesn't know anything after all. There is some time yet before dawn. You have a slim chance. Salvation is a thin thread dangling from heaven. Would that you would grab hold of it, and I should do my utmost to help. What will you do? I guess it boils down to whether I trust her. If she's right about all this, my time on Earth is up at dawn. If I don't want to die, there's no other choice but to resist the mark until then. If she's lying, I'll be fine when morning comes. But am I really alright with that? People are being killed in nonsensical, grotesque ways. Am I going to turn a blind eye to it? This is a life or death decision. You need to think about it carefully. Live or die. Deadly choice. You'll be faced with choices that can result in your death. There is limited time and your soul power will continue to drain. Time's up or wrong answers will result in game over. So be quick, but also careful in finding the right answer. Restoring soul power. Completing a deadly choice will restore some soul power. Accelerated dialogue. Yeah, dog. Backlog. Option, yeah. Auto mode. Yeah. I have to try. Then I shall ask you, will you quietly wait for death, or struggle against the moment? We're gonna fight it. Safe! I've decided to trust you. Who would come here this late at night? Oh my, what a sign of fate. It seems that the other mark bearers have arrived. Is it instinct she knows these things? Maybe she has some kind of mysterious power. Being a talking doll and all. I beg your pardon, Lord LeBlanc. I do apologize, but could you go and greet our guests in my stead? They may experience a shock of a doll such as myself will present. Moreover, while I am able to move my arms, I am unable to walk. I moved to the front door to greet our guests. People fated to die, like me. I wonder what they're like. No, I will not destroy the doll, Megatron. That is my waifu. Who I find at the door are not who I'd expect to see out in sight at night. A high schooler and a small boy. These kids have the mark? No way. We came to see Professor Cujo. Who are you? I can't say I'm a total stranger since I'm here in the mansion. I'm her boyfriend. Oh yeah? Professor Cujo is pretty serious. So that's kind of a surprise. She seems to know Saya. She seems to know Saya Cujo. Now that I think about it, that business card did say spirit dealer. Going off this girl's accessories, I get the feeling she's a huge cult fan. Here's a look at all the stuff she has. If you look at her bag, you can see a little talisman at the very bottom there. And you can see, I believe that pendant she's wearing is affiliated with Buddhism. I could be wrong though. And I'm not sure what the beads on her wrist are. And of course, the eye thing is kind of, we've seen that several times. I'm Moe Watanabe. I'm here to talk to her about this article she wrote in the OOP Arts Monthly. She pulls out an occult magazine out of her bag. Inside is a picture of the mark. The accompanying article says the scar is a soul-inhibiting disease that erases memories. Inquire at Cujo Mansion. This is the same scar, right? Moe lifts her skirt up a bit to show me her leg. Right there on her right thigh is the mark. I think I know what the article means by erasing memories. I've been super forgetful lately. I'm even blanking on my friends' names. That's never happened to me before. Do you think the scar's doing it? That article was obviously bogus. Young boy scars. Even kids know better than to believe in ghosts or curses these days. And a high schooler fell for it. You must be embarrassed to feel about that. Sorry guys. And a high schooler fell for it. You must feel embarrassed about that. But Tsukasa, were you hanging around out in front of the mansion's gate? Fess up. Your scar scares you. Tsukasa seems to have no retort to that. He silently sulks. Looks like a bullseye. It's clear they're both mark bearers. I better bring them over to meet Mary. Moe shrieks excitedly when she gets close. Oh my god, it's so cute! It's a doll, yeah. I've never seen one this big before. The craftsmanship is so detailed. It's almost like it's alive. They're both admiring her when... Welcome to Kujo Mansion. What? It spoke? With that, the two new visitors join our number. They enter this monstrous world that hovers on the precipice? Precipice. I'm gonna feel like an idiot because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna look that word up and I'm gonna see the pronunciation to it and the definition and I'm gonna be like, oh, duh. But for now, I apologize. I'm not sure how to pronounce that word. Mary tells Moe and Tsukasa about the mark once they regain their composure. All about the steady memory loss and their imminent death. It sounds like a ridiculous story, but gains validity coming from someone like her. Both of their faces pale. Now, if you came specifically here because you believe Lady Saya's article, you must have already experienced the pain of losing your memories. Moe admitted as much earlier, but I can see Tsukasa's face darken. So it must be happening to him too. Hey, Moe, I'd like to confirm something. Where were you when you got the mark? My amnesia seems to be worse than theirs, so they might remember. I'm not positive, but like my mark might be a curse from Hanahiko. Hanahiko. This name is familiar to me. He is the ghost the resident children of this town whisper about, correct? My master was interested in him. No, that is not a sex doll. That is my waifu. You will stop saying burn the doll. Mary is important, okay? So, Saya Kujo was curious too. Could be connected to the mark somehow. And thank you, Keith, for precipice. Okay. I'd like to hear more about this ghost. As you wish, Lord LeBlanc. Then I shall tell you The Rumors of Hanahiko. Chapter 1. Hanahiko. Oh, did you hear? About that ghost boy all the schools in H City are talking about. Sounds like Hanahiko is back. I heard that he can appear if you peek into a school mirror at night. I'll ask you something. Am I pretty? If you tell him no, you'll be fine. But if you say yes, give me that red stuff then. And then he just disappears. But that's not all. Hanahiko hates adults. You know. I heard that if the person he asks is an adult, they'll die. And not just drop dead. Their blood is drained. And next to the corpse is a single rose. A rose dripping with blood. You see, Keith, you're the one with sense around here. What if I get turned into a squid? That is very, very important. Rumors can be easily manipulated. Passing from one person to another, assumptions and errors mix in. But they also hold a hint of truth. Miss Moy, do you know anything else? I think I probably got my mark when I was investigating Hanahiko at H Elementary School. This has got to be some sort of clue. I should ask her more about it. When did you notice the mark? I noticed it later in the bath. A strange scar was just suddenly on my thigh, and it really surprised me. I realized immediately I had to be what Professor Kujo wrote about. It had to be, I'm sorry. What should I ask next? Was Hanahiko there? I don't think so. But I can't really say for sure. I went to the mirror, but a shiver suddenly ran down my spine. I got spooked. Excuse me, guys. I was sipping on coffee and it went down the wrong way. But a shiver suddenly ran down my spine. I got spooked and left. What should I ask next? Why were you at H Elementary? My big dream is to write about the occult, so I'd love to see a ghost. Me and you both. Like, no, seriously, I would love, especially since I want to do like some travel writing at some point, I would love to go to like haunted locations and just write about the experience. And like, I want to go to Europe at some point, and I want to go to like Ireland, Scotland, and England, and I'm already looking into like haunted places to go check out and such. But even here in the States, I would like to try to find some places that are haunted. Just nothing around Chicago. It's just, this place sucks. Anyways, I found this article in a magazine mentioning Hanahiko was seen here. I figured that place would be easier to sneak in than a regular school. And okay, hey, see you, Slim. Thanks for stopping in. Okay, let us continue. Hey, are people still watching? I'm just curious. Sorry, my phone bugged out, and the thing is, I didn't know if people were still. I couldn't see like the chat or anything, so I was trying to fix my phone so that I would know if like the stream was still working or not. So are people still around? Let's see. Hello. Hello. People there? If you're around in the chat, type something up so I know if there's some feedback. Sorry, my phone is really bugging out right now. Okay. Okay, still here. Okay, cool. All right, we'll continue. Sorry, guys, just had to make sure. Okay. So, I was heading home until I realized I forgot something and turned back. What should I ask next? Did you see Hanahiko? No, and I didn't get chills or anything either. Oh, but I think I passed a mirror. I went to the bathroom before going home. What should I ask next? T Elementary. I go to school there. You've probably heard of it since it's the top-ranked elementary in H City. I don't think he knows anymore. Their stories are pretty similar to the Hanahiko rumors. It can't be just a coincidence. You must investigate the places where Hanahiko appeared. For their sake, as well as yours. That's all well and good, but what exactly am I investigating? Death and life coexisting. If the mark originated there, then a way to erase it will also be there. You must find it. Find the key you need to break the mark's curse. That is the only way to escape. And all of a sudden, a huge burden was dropped on my shoulders. It seems Hanahiko appeared at 2 schools. And forgive me if you hear some rambling or some stuff clinking and clanking, guys. I'm pouring myself just a drink. I am pouring writer's tears. It's one of my favorite. It's slowly becoming one of my favorite whiskeys. Pour a little bit of that, and I just sip it straight. It's really, really good. Actually, no, the rest of the bottle. Oh, the bottle of writer's tears is empty. Sad day. After the chat, my bottle of writer's tears. Press F for tears. Okay. Where will you investigate? We're gonna go to H Elementary. Yeah, that's probably wise. They'd arrest you on the spot if you try to sneak into a regular school. A middle-aged man who couldn't recall his name, let alone address or job title. I'd have no excuses if I got caught. Well, we want to get going then? Let's do this. Wait, you're coming too? Of course. I haven't given up on seeing Hanahiko yet. She grins at me. Is she really strong, or is this blind optimism? I'm going too. Hey, not you too. Seriously? My life's on the line here. I don't want the reason I died because you messed something up. It was pretty bold. Good thing it isn't. I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that. But to bring my kids along with me is... understand your hesitation. Yes, my hesitation to read that line? Yeah, thank you for understanding. But the mark does not discriminate, stealing lives of children and adults. If they wish to fight their fate, you should honor that. I suppose human logic doesn't fly when dealing with the supernatural. We'll need to prepare ourselves for the worst if we're going to survive. Please, take only one mark bearer with you, however. A large group will increase the odds of you being detected by spirits. I also ask you not waste time dawdling with others on the way. It is possible unnecessary contact may hasten the effects of the mark. Only engage when absolutely necessary. Keep contact with others to a minimum. Have a safe trip. Selecting a partner. First, select a mark bearer. Do this in the partner menu. Oh yeah, hey mister. Don't you think it'd be a good idea to take notes on what Mary told us? Your memory's getting worse all the time. We don't want you to forget anything. I don't know when I'll lose my memory again. I'll write down all the information I get and keep it in my file. Something in it might just save our lives at some point. New info was added to the spirit file. Rumors of Hanahiko. Spirit file. Important info on spirits will be added to the spirit file. Check it in your bag. Consult if you need help. Saving and loading. Save at the mansion or haunts. Return to the big screen from the bag to load. Then choose continue. Okay. So for the partner, I really don't like this kid right here because I don't like his smart-ass attitude, and I also don't like I don't like the fact that our character said what he said. So, but now I'm gonna go with Moe Watanabe, especially since especially since she's into the occult stuff and everything, because I like characters like that. So, yes, we're gonna partner with Moe Watanabe. Aw, cute. Okay, so pull out the bag. Oh man, look at that handsome devil. Okay. Now we're going to just speak to Mary one last time. Please head to H Elementary and investigate Hanahiko. Choose whether to bring Lady Moe or Lord Tsukasa with you. A large group will increase the odds of you being detected by spirits. And do not waste time dawdling. It is possible unnecessary contact may hasten the effects of the mark. Only engage when absolutely necessary. Keep contact with others to a minimum. Oh my god. Okay. So. System. Okay. First, we have to get to H Elementary. Mary says we're free to use the car in the garage. The garage is detached from the mansion. The vintage model van and bicycles only accent the elegant interior. Thank God for careless people. The car key was left on the table. Time to go. Hey. According to Mary, you lost a bunch of your memories, right? Is it really okay for you to drive? She looks at me suspiciously. Don't worry, it'll be fine. I think. It'll all come back when I take the wheel. Part of that is to convince myself. But aren't you missing your license? If a cop finds us, we'll have more to worry about than Hanahiko. She's right about that. But our lives are on the line, so we don't have much of a choice. Once the mark's gone, I'll remember. Then I'll just have them reissue it. Assuming I ever get one. Ugh, now I'm even more worried. Just drive safe, okay? Alright, H Elementary, here we come. Read it, you coward. No! I am not gonna read that. It's creepy. Human bodies are remarkable. Back in the garage, I wasn't sure if I'd be able to drive or not. The second my hands touched the wheel, I wasn't worried anymore. My muscles reacted quicker than I expected. And now it's now easy to guide this monster down the road. But now, thoughts of what I can do no longer start to filter into my head. Hey, mister? Moe pipes up hesitantly. I probably let the silence go on too long. She doesn't seem as cheerful as she was a little while ago. What's it like to lose your memories? No, I'm not going to read it nor destroy the doll. Megatron, no, you... Bad Megatron. No. That's a hard question to answer. What do you mean? Like, do they all go at once, or a few pieces at a time? What if you're the only one left with sad memories? I hate that. I don't think it works like that, but I have no idea if it's getting worse or better. I don't know what I was like to begin with, so there's nothing to compare it to. In that sense, rather than memories vanishing, it's like everything's been painted white. That's what it feels like. Oh. You sure are mature, mister. You take everything so calmly. The conversation dwindles, leaving only the sound of the tires on the road. Then thoughts start popping in my head again, one after another. I know we have to check out that mirror, but what else should we investigate? What do you think? Moe glances over at me. No idea. I can't even remember my own name. How the hell am I supposed to know what we're doing? Oh, please. I'm really counting on you. Think whatever you want. I'm talking to a child. I need to show restraint. You be a good example. That's definitely how I really feel. I stare down at the steering wheel. The doll in the mansion, mark bearers, the mark, spirits. Mysterious deaths. I feel like I'm going to be buried under all the crushing thoughts that keep popping into my head. What awaits me down this dark road? I feel a flutter from the mark on my wrist, like it's trying to warn me. My brain might not be able to understand, but my body can sense it. That death is closing in. If that's happening, isn't the problem anymore. It's how long do I have left? How much longer is it? Huh? I almost yelled, but I managed to swallow it down with effort. I think we're almost there. Really? It's closer than I thought. Yeah, that's exactly right. At any time, it could. It's a lot closer than you'd think. Looming ominously in the moonlight, the school definitely looks abandoned. For quite a number of years, in fact. The walls are starting to crack. All the windows are broken as well. A thick chain is in front of the main gate to keep people from going in.
Chotto.
Hey, you there. Not another step. The enthusiastic voice comes from a man in a guard uniform. He must be patrolling the area. Looks like we got caught.
This property belongs to the city. No one's allowed inside. Didn't you know? Or are you up to something? Oh, look at that face. Dang, you know he means business. He's got the tiny anime pupil eyes. And he's got fangs in his teeth. Look at that. Whew. A bunch of people have been coming here on dares since it's been haunted. You aren't one of them, are you? Okay, so here I went. It's haunted? What? Oh. Just try to play dumb. Well, that's what the rumors are saying anyway. It's a giant thing. Moe nods in agreement. It is pretty famous after all. The guard sighs. Anyway, the school's off limits, so you can't go inside. I don't want any trouble on my first shift here. Please leave.
You know.
Okay. Fuck the police. Muttering to himself, the guard makes his way into the school. As we watch him leave, Moe leans over and whispers. Damn, I wasn't a guard when I snuck in here before. We better not get caught. Okay. Moving around a haunt. Using the directional buttons to move. Got it. The map shows which way you're facing when you're and where you can go. Okay. So you got the two characters down there. And when I get in there, you'll see that you use a flashlight to look around. So let's begin. Alright. Headed to the entrance. He's gonna hit the teenager, knock him out, tell him he's cute. Oh, I would tell him that. I would tell him that. That'd be amazing. He'd probably be like, Oh my god, I would tell him that, just to see the reaction. Pushing open the doors, I head inside. Whoa, it's so dark. You can't see anything like this. The moonlight doesn't reach inside. We'll just have to use the flashlight. But if we use the flashlight, that guard will find us. Can't do anything about it, I guess. Anyway, the mirror is... I'm pretty sure it's to the right. On the staircase. Investigating a haunt. With the left stick, blah, blah, blah. Yep. Okay. So what you're going to see here is, like, you move the flashlight around, and sometimes you'll see some creepy stuff in the shadows that you didn't see before, so keep an eye open. But essentially, I'll be moving the light over places, and you'll see the little flashing areas. So when I click on that, it'll give me a little bit of a description, and then it'll tell me if I can interact with it or not. The battered shoe rack is covered in dirt. There are platforms of broken wood slats in front of the shoe racks. They creak when we step on them. I have torn the poster. So let's look at it. It says lost and found in large letters at the top. Let's look. Lost items are kept in storage in the staff room. Please check there if you're missing something. I touch the paper. It disintegrates the second my fingers reach it and scatters through the air. Nothing else looks interesting. Okay. Do not leave handprints on the mirror on the eastern staircase. Thank you. Independent research presentation. First floor multi-purpose classroom. Come check it out. Wow! That presentation takes me back. Anyway, the mirrors on the eastern staircase is the one I saw. Guess we'll go there first. Yeah, it's to the right. I turn over the torn flyer, but I don't find anything in particular. Nothing's there, huh? Looks like it. Okay. So let's go ahead and go to the right. Huh? As we enter the hallway, a small shadow flits across our feet. I turn on the flashlight to find... Okay, guys, what do you think is going to be there? What do you think is going to be there? I know the answer, but you guys don't. All right, let's play a game. What do you think is going to be there? Let me see what you guys say. And yes, I am using this as an excuse so I can sip my drink.
Chuck Norris.
Nope, something better than Chuck Norris.
Come on, guys.
Give it a guess. Give it a guess.
Mouse.
Okay, we got mouse.
Come on, at least one more guess. The child. Eat him.
No! Oh, wait a minute. We talking about that boy? Yeah, I'm fine with eating that kid. Okay, but no, let's find out. Aw, bunny! It's so cute! I actually love the creepy rabbits ever since I've seen The Witch. And I've even incorporated the rabbit, or the hare, into one of my witch characters that I've made. So I just absolutely love how bunnies are becoming creepy in pop culture again. It's kind of cool. Anyways. Was it the school pet? The black rabbit squeaks and runs away. It rushes towards the eastern end of the school.
So, Snow, you had the
Snow, you had the closest guess.
and Harvey Weinstein.
Oh man, no! If that was Harvey Weinstein, I think this would be boss time. Aw, it ran away. Is it telling us to follow? Yeah, right. New info was added to the spirit file. Black rabbit. Okay, 1 second. Let's go to the bag. Let's go ahead and look at a little bit of the stuff going on. Okay, Moe Watanabe. Sex, female. Occupation, high school student. A high school girl who loves the occult. She got the mark at H Elementary and came to Cujo Mansion seeking help from Saya Cujo. A medium. She's quirky but always energetic and cheerful. She marches to the beat of her own drum. Yes, make her a college girl and she would be my ideal wife. And I mean IRL. Tsukasa Yoshida. Sex, male. Occupation, elementary school student. A young boy from a prestigious private school. His wealthy upbringing makes him polite and courteous, but he can be insufferable at times. When he is in danger, his true, egotistical, self-centered nature peeks through. Oh god, look at that face. Oh god. No, yes. Burn it with fire. Burn the child. Burn the child. Oh god, okay. So, Spirit Files, Hanahiko. We already know about that. You know about the mansion. You know the rumors. Black Rabbit. A mysterious black rabbit appeared in front of us out of nowhere. It's funny, but we've encountered so many strange things already that an odd bunny doesn't faze me at all. Though this paralyzing dread might be a bit concerning. Anyway, first we have to find that mirror. Okay. Opener. Okay, yeah, this is our tool section. My bad. Okay. So, enter the room to the right. And sometimes these things are a little hard to see, so it's like if you guys see something and I may have missed it, let me know, because especially in like the dark areas, sometimes you can just miss it. And I'm not talking about the flashing thing. You'll sometimes see things like pictures and such that you don't see unless the flashlight is over it. It's an abandoned desk. Let's look at it. The fallen desk is slightly rusty. Let's feel it. I turn the desk around and stick my hand inside. Got a holy hard hat. I doubt that's very useful. The dust is so thick on the ceiling that just walking around causes a shower of particles. Okay,
think that's everything in here. I didn't see anything else. Okay. Move forward. The broken window is letting in a piercingly cold wind. The floor tiles have been peeled off, leaving bare concrete. Oh, no, I didn't. Ah, crap. I meant to go into the room to the right, not back. Okay, it seems to be locked. Well, couldn't go there anyways. Okay. What we got here? The fire door is rusted shut and won't move. Okay. So we got the stairs here, and nothing on the floor, and oh! We got a supernatural hunting, but we are brave people, and that doesn't spook us. We got the mirror here. Just make sure there's nothing else going on. Yeah, I'll show you guys what's at the top of the stairs. We're not going to be able to do anything up there for a while, it seems. I've not been able to get up to the stairs yet. You're going to see why. Climb the stairs. We climbed up the stairs to the second floor. I feel something soft scorch under my heel. I quickly pick up my foot and shine the light down. The hallway's covered with poisonous snakes. The correct word is venomous, but we'll continue. Moe lets out something close to a shriek upon seeing them. Snakes! We decide to go back to the landing. And it's like that on the opposite end of the building as well. So the entire second floor apparently is covered in them. I'm not sure how we're going to move past them, or if we will even get up there. But we are getting close to the point where I left off. Okay, so we're going to hit the mirror. And the choice that's going to be coming up, I made the incorrect choice, and I'm going to make it again, because like I said, I want everything to be as I did it up to that the point where I left off. This is it. It's the mirror I saw last time. I'm sure. Huh. Just then, a dull pain runs through my wrist. Hey, good night, Keith. Thanks for coming, man. Like something is biting into my skin. To distract myself from the pain, I keep talking with Moe. It certainly looks normal. Yeah. What should we do? It's a dirty mirror. All the stains make it hard to see your reflection. Let's look at it. I silently face the mirror, bending my face up to it and peer into its cloudy surface. As I expected, I can't make anything out. All I see is my own shadow reflected as a vague, shadowy lump. My shadow stays in the mirror. At least, that's what I thought at first. I figured the shadow moved because I had. But the next time the shadow moves, a cold shiver runs down my spine. That's not my shadow. Something's in the mirror. Moe yelps and steps back. Well, that confirms I'm not hallucinating. There really is something in there. Every muscle in my body locks. I try to look away, but I can't even close my eyes. The figure's mouth twists. I don't want to look, but I can't even close my eyes. It opens its mouth. An odd voice pierces my ears. Live or die.
pretty. Okay, I did the incorrect choice, which was I can't tell. If only I had that red stuff. I can't see well. Are you a grown-up? And this one I got right. I'm the tallest in my class. Big people aren't allowed in school. Huh? Suddenly, the mirror cracks. It cracked. Now, I can't see. No more big people here. The figure disappears. Survive! Oh, hell yeah. A scream echoes from the other side of the school. Excuse me. Molly sinks to the floor. They gasp and... Okay, here's what I was talking about, how the translation gets screwed up. So what ended up happening, I read something. What ended up happening is, like, let's say that I wanted to bring Tsukasa with me instead of Moe. Instead, they do a lot of the same actions and they have a lot of the same dialogue. But instead of, translating to he or she, they just went ahead and put they so that they wouldn't have to do two sets of this stuff. And it becomes really jarring because it's like, it comes off as like a plural pronoun. And they used singularly is usually used when it's like, when like you're being just, I'm not sure how to explain it. Like when you're being generic. But the thing is, like when you're being specific about somebody, it doesn't make sense to use that pronoun in a generic sense. And so, to me personally, because I'm an English major and English and language is something I'm really, really into. I mean, one of the things I love doing is I love editing things, and I love to fix grammatical errors. So this stuff right here, that's technically not incorrect, it's not what you should be doing. So it's like, it really, really messes with my head to see that pronoun there, and it's going to be like that for the rest of the game, unfortunately, but I wanted to explain that was the reason why this had happened and why it kind of bugs me, because like, if I read something and I might go back and read it again, it's because it's hard for me to get over. Okay. Anyways, sorry about that long explanation. So, they gasped in panic, disbelief for a while. I feel much the same. Well, what was that? That was probably Hanaiko. I couldn't say it. The word sticks in my throat. My mouth is completely dry. I can't believe this. I thought I wanted to see a ghost, but to see one that clearly. Moe seems to shake the encounter off and returns home. Hanahiko's voice swirled around in my head. Our situation has done a complete reverse from where we were just moments ago. I can't believe I was complaining about not knowing what to investigate. Oh, anyway. That scream. What was that? The guard we met outside? I doubt there's anyone else here. He might have seen something, wherever he is, too. It sounded like it came from far away, a ways down the hallway. That would be the other side of the school. Yeah, let's go look for him. But if he screamed like that... Something must have happened to him. Right as I respond, I hear someone whisper in my ear. Purify with red. I look in the direction of the voice, but all I see is darkness. Mister? No, it's nothing. Let's go. New info was added to the spirit file. Hanahiko, the boy in the mirror. Okay. Alright, guys, let's head down the stairs. Oh, come on. There we go. Went down the stairs. And... Okay, yeah, we're going to go ahead and go forward. Sacrifice the child, you must. No, not this child. We can sacrifice the little prestigious douche, but no, we're not gonna sacrifice the occult girl. A bird cry breaks the silence. I guess there's a crow or something outside. Here. Oh! Oh! Okay. Wasn't expecting that one. I must have missed that one my first playthrough. The rain coming in from the broken window is making the floor cold and damp. Seems to be locked. Okay, let's go forward. Okay. Now what's this? The lights on the ceiling are silent and dark without power. Okay. Okay, we can go to the room on the left. There are nonsensical scribbles on the blackboard. It's an abandoned desk. Look at it. It's a desk like you'd find at any school. What's surprising is it doesn't look very good. Guess that goes to show how durable school desks are. Let's feel it. I stick my head inside and feel around. I got a plastic bottle. There's nothing in the bottle. Well, it might come in handy. So I can fill it with something. The dust is so thick that the ceiling... The dust is so thick on the ceiling that just walking around causes a shower of particles. Look at it. So we got the hole there. There's a hole in the wall. Look at it. I can see something stuck deep inside. Let's feel it. I stick my arm in, but the hole goes narrower the further I go. I can't reach what's inside. Okay, let's use a tool. And let's see... Yeah, I do remember. Okay, I can use the letter opener to get it. I stick the letter opener in the hole and scrape out the item that was stuck inside. I found a worn-out talisman. When I pick up the worn-out talisman, I feel warmth flow through me. I got soul power. The worn-out talisman crumbles silently in my hand. Find a worn-out talisman to restore your soul power. The more soul power you have, the easier it will be to survive a deadly choice. Cool. Okay. Move forward. I hear a noise like something slamming against the door. Is someone inside? I shine the flashlight at the door. Oh, that creeps me out. Out of nowhere, the door bursts open, and something comes flying out. Do you guys see the little girl in the background? Look to the guy's right. I wonder who that is. Molly shrieks and falls down. I recognize those clothes. Some kind of plant covers half of his face. Part of his face we can see is twisted in anguish as he screams. No doubt about it. It's that card. What the hell happened? Words. Reading my face. It hurts. What's going on? Noise sits on the floor, stunned into just syllables. The guard suddenly rushes toward the entrance. And then, silence falls once more. The only sound left is that of our shaky breathing. Once we catch our breaths, I take Moa's hand and help him up. Our nerves have calmed some, but that definitely left an unsettling impression. Something terrible lurks here. We can't just sit around. I feel like I was paralyzed. I'm okay now. But mister, that guy... Moe stares at the door. I wonder if Hanahiko did that. And I don't know if he noticed. I got the feeling someone was standing behind him. Yep, see? That girl. There's really no good way to respond to that. Well, the silence served as my answer. What else could I do? No point in coming here if no point in coming here if we're just going to stand here shaking. If we don't uncover the secret before it comes to us, why don't we check out the staff room? I tactfully avoid answering Molly's question. The guard had run out of there. Something might be inside. Some secret about Hanahiko. Yeah, you're right. Let's just be careful, okay? I covered my wrist with my palm, making sure Molly didn't notice. The moment I put my hand in the knot, the mark burned my skin, pulsing along my beating heart. New info was added to the spirit file. Plantified guard. Okay, before we go into there, we're actually going to go forward, and we're going to get some items from the other room. And coming in from the broken window is making the floor cold and damp. The broken window is letting in a piercingly cold wind. Okay, let's go forward. Okay, I believe there's a talisman in there. There's a fire door. The paint is peeling from the fire door, revealing the rust underneath. Feel it? When I open the side door, all I find is a wall. I'm about to give up and close the door when I notice something stuck to the bathroom. Found a worn-out talisman. When I picked up the worn-out talisman, I feel a warmth flow through me. I got soul power. The worn-out talisman crumbles silently in my hand. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh. There's the kid. We'll go upstairs, climb the stairs. And I don't think there is anything up here. And just the snakes are up there, so we're not going to go up there. So the ground. Pieces of concrete go to the floor. I think they came from the walls. Okay. I don't think there's literally anything else, so we're just going to go back down. Now we'll go to that room the guard ran out of. Move forward. Move forward. Oh, oops. I went too far. Alright, here we go. There are nonsensical scribbles on the blackboard. Wait, what the heck? Is it? I've already been here. No, what the heck? Okay, here it is. I'm sorry, guys. The staff room is chaos. The furniture is upended, and the walls are... Was there a fire here or something? There are black scorch marks everywhere. Whew! Moe looks relieved as they come out from behind. Whoa! It's totally empty. Anyway, let's look around. Huh? There's a door over there, too. Looks like it goes into another room. I believe there's a talisman up here. Yeah. As I search the burnt post, something falls from the top of it. Found a worn-out talisman. When I pick up the worn-out talisman, I feel warmth flow through me. I got soul power. The worn-out talisman crumbles silently in my hand. Okay. The wall near the window is burnt. There must have been a fire here a long time ago. Okay. Opened the door and left the staff room. It's kind of cramped in here. Is this a storage room? Seems to be. Hopefully there's something useful in here. Oh! Crap. That one got me. It's a massive wooden cabinet. Really? I pull on the door, but it just rattles in place. Looks like it won't open. Something's stopping it. Okay, let's look at it. Looks like the sliding door is a simple lock. Just sticking something in the hole for the screw. The key itself seems to have gone missing. I don't see it anywhere. What's this? Something's stuck in the hole. It seems that wooden thing works as a lock. I'll have to do something about that to open the door. Okay. There's a door cut into the floor. Is it some kind of storage area? It's a well-built door, big enough to fit an adult through it. Okay, let's feel it. The metal handle is retracted into the door. I try to get a grasp on it and pull it out, but am unsuccessful. Alright, well, let's use the lever opener. If I use the lever opener, I might be able to pop that handle out. I squat down by the door. My mark bites into my wrist. It's almost like it's trying to stop me from searching under the floor. I stand up, pretending to be calm. Okay, that's worrying. Something dangerous must be here. What's wrong? Are you going to see what that is? I'll, check it out later. I keep my reply vague as I dust off my knees. Let's look around the room first. There's a bunch of interesting stuff in here. There's definitely something beneath our feet. But we better make sure we're prepared if we're going down there. Hey, okay. You're eating shrimp pasta while watching this. That is awesome, dude. Shrimp is like one of my favorite foods. It might be my favorite food ever. And then, God, I hate lobster. It's too sweet. And ew, shrimp. Megatron, you are evil. The Epstein room. Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, that's awful. But here's the thing. We're almost to the point where I left off. Once we get underneath that room, that door, we will be to the point where I left off. So from here on out, we will all be in this together because I don't know what's coming. Okay. I think it's a school journal. The paper's deteriorated from age and bugs, so I can't read it. Okay, here's the box. There's a cardboard box on top of the cabinet. I think you can reach it. Something's written in marker on the side of the box. Lost and is legible, but the rest of the letters are smudged. Let's grab it. Reaching up, I grab the box and look inside. Got lipstick, red pen, and girls' slippers. Good job, mister. I knew there was a reason you were tall. go ahead and open the glass door and check inside. But there isn't anything that catches my eye. Okay. Now, I think for this one what I did was, so I examined it, and then I used a tool. And remember that there's that little piece that if you stick something into it, it opens the lock. I think I used the red pen. I take out the red pen. If I use the pen, I might be able to pop out whatever is stuck in the hole. Wow, you've got skills. Is that surprising? Anyway, I need to focus. Huh? Suddenly, the resistance vanishes and the pen pokes all the way through. I put my hand on the door and slide it open without any issues. There's a red tube inside. I got a flare. A flare? What's that for? It's a signal light for emergencies. It's a good idea to always have one in your car. Huh. Okay then. But Moe picks something up off the floor. It's a thorn, about as long as my pinky finger. That's what was in the hole. This is not a coincidence. I bet he didn't want anyone to have that, so he put a thorn in the hole. Is he scared of this? We both look at the flare again. Huh? What? Why'd you turn off the light? That wasn't me. I didn't turn it off. It just went off. What was that noise? Hey, mister, what was that noise? Shh! Be quiet. I struggled to not yell with my nerves on edge. I hit the flashlight again and again. Come on, please. The batteries were just working. I feel like I'm performing CPR on this thing. But finally... Got it! The door behind me warps threateningly. My mark burns in pain. Death is already in the room next door. There's no time. Nowhere to run. Calm down. We need to find a way out of this quickly. We're running out of time. A way to survive. We've got to hurry. Okay, so we're gonna open it up with the letter opener, get down there. I take out the lever opener and shove it in. I might be able to get the handle out of the way. When it touches the metal, my mark scorches me. I stop moving just for a second. But I have to do this. Yes, I got it. I grab the handle and lift up the trapdoor. As I thought, a dark hole leads down under the floor. Get in! I shove Moe into the hole. Then I slide down into the darkness after them. Ugh! I fall unexpectedly far, hitting my back against something. I grit my teeth to stop myself from yelling. Something shuffling around above my head. If we had stayed just a few more seconds. I grip my burning wrist with all my might. I must endure the pain now. I can hear my anxious panting. Moe must be right next to me. They're shaking so hard, I can see it from the corner of my eye. I brace myself, expecting the trapdoor to break open any second. But the shuffling noise finally grows distant. Is it okay now? Yeah, I think it's gone. Suddenly my wrist isn't hurting anymore. Thank God. I thought we were done for this time. Anyway, where are we? What in the world is this room? I'm surprised this place exists beneath the school. Can you turn on the light? Yeah. I cautiously press the switch. Be careful not to make any noise. scene captured in the light of the flashlight sent shivers down my spine. What? Molly slaps a hand over her mouth. Oh. For a few moments, all we could do was stare in silence. A disturbing scene, more horrible than anything I've ever seen before, spreads out before us. Anyone would be shocked by it, especially a kid. I take a deep breath and look closer. There's something twisting around the corpses. It looks like some kind of plant vine. Are those roses? The strangely sharp thorns and the thin red petals. There appears to be real, live roses covering the corpses and carpeting the floor. My vision suddenly grows dim. Oh, God. That... Oh. Whew, that looks like that would hurt. I see a woman's body trapped by the roses. Ow! Ow, ow, ow! What? What is this? Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. Especially the one that's, like, wrapping around her, her rump and her eyes. It's like, Jesus Christ, that would hurt. I don't know if any of you, I mean, I worked in landscaping for a little bit. No, like, thorns are no joke, especially rose thorns. Those things, it doesn't take much to draw blood, and they can cut through even some tough gloves. You gotta wear really, really strong stuff for them to not hurt. So you're gonna be hurting if these things are wrapping around you. Anyways, the tragedy that happened in this room, it's as if it's all playing out in my head. I can see it. Oh God. Like my back just got shivers down it. Roses? What are they doing here? Did someone plant them? Noah's voice brings me back to reality. Here, I'm probably sure people said something after seeing that image. 1 second. Is there a Last of Us prequel? There it is. Is this the Poison Ivy Arkham DLC? Well, after that, yeah, probably. Oh God. This ain't kinky. Oh. And see, that's funny. It's like, you guys saw that, and like, I'm like, oh God, ow. Yeah, because like, there's the hentai. I called it. Salem, I called it. Yeah. I don't know, like, here's the thing with me, it's like imagery like that, especially, I don't know, like, I'm really immune to a bunch of things that, like, are revealing or, like, sexual in nature. Like, I don't get, like, I don't get, like, a big reaction to it. So it's like, if I see something like that and I see, like something painful inflicted on it, it's like, my first thing is like, oh God, her eyes, ow. Or like, oh God, that's got a hurt going against her, rump area. And I don't know. I was also a lifeguard for a while, so like, I've seen a lot of nudity and such, because like, especially when you're trying to revive someone, and especially if you have to use like a defibrillator. I mean, you can't make it work with the person's swimsuit on. So, if you need to apply it, you're moving at a really high speed and you're having to work. And it's like, you start to see, you'll obviously see exposure. And honestly, it's like, when you're in the middle of it, your mind doesn't register that. It's just like, okay, I gotta save this person's life. So, I don't know, it's like, that's why, like, when people complain about the stuff, like, it doesn't, me especially, it doesn't makes sense to me because it's like, well, you know, it happens. I don't know. But anyways, let's continue. And just so you guys know, this actually is the point where I left off. So everything from this point on, we're in this together. I don't know what's going to happen from here on out, and neither do you guys from the sounds of it. So let's have some fun. This is where really the journey begins for us. Yeah. I can't tell them that I saw some waking dream. I scrambled to remember the conversation. That's right. I saw the rose vines, and yeah, it's gotta be it. It's not like they just spring out on their own. But why would anyone do that? Did someone decorate the corpses for some kind of reason? Or did they die captured by roses, like I saw in that vision? Now, here's the thing. This game appears that it's going to be taken heavily from a lot of Japanese folklore and urban legends and such, because the whole "Am I pretty?" thing, there are multiple stories where that question is vital, and the answer is what's going to determine if the person's going to survive or not. So I'm wondering, is this stuff with the plants, is there a legend or urban legend in Japanese history and folklore that pertains to that? I don't know any of them. So if anyone is familiar with Japanese stuff regarding like folklore, occultism, literature, etc., let me know if there is one that involves roses and plants and such. Or is this something more original and, you know, we might not know what's coming forward? Okay, anyways. Or did they die captured by roses, like I saw in that vision? Molly screams. What's wrong? Something moved. See? Over there. Back in there. No. Is something hiding in there? Okay. What do you say, the corner? Okay, like I said, this is the point where I left off. I did not touch anything up to this point. So, okay, there's a lot of points of interest. So we're going to start from the bottom right, and we're going to move across, and we'll hit each point of interest as we come across it. There's a dried up corpse. Let's look at it. The body is twisted in an odd position, as if it's still in pain even now. Feel it. I hesitantly search the corpse. I don't find anything. Okay. There's a dried up corpse. Let's look at it. The body is twisted in an odd position, as if it's still in pain even now. Just feel it. I hesitantly search the corpse, but I don't find anything. Okay. There's a dried up corpse. The body is twisted in an odd position, as if it's still in pain even now. Just feel it. I hesitantly search the corpse, but I don't find anything. Okay? Keep going. Go up a little bit. There's a dried up corpse. The body is twisted in a position as if it's still in pain even now. I hesitantly search the corpse. Something flashes within the vines of its feet. I got a round hand mirror. Looks like the gift from a young woman. A mirror? I guess someone was here after all. Okay, I wonder... Okay, so we know that Hanahiko comes in through the mirrors. I wonder if we can speak to him through this mirror now. Round hand mirror. Show... Okay, so I can show it to people. Metal hand mirror with flower and bird designs on the back. The mirror surface is cloudy, but it's still usable. Okay, and I can't click it, so... Okay. What does it mean by sorts? I don't know. Okay. So we can't look at it right now, so we can use it for something. And it says show, so I assume it means show it to somebody. Okay. Look at that bed. There's about this small metal pipe frame. Let's look at it. The mattress is completely discolored, stained with something that looks like sweat. Someone must have been living here for a long time, too. Let's feel it. The mattress is oozing. Dark, dirty, ew. Ew. I'm guessing it's pretty moldy, too. It smells like sewage. Yeah, I bet it does. Probably smells like mildew, too. I slide the mattress over and find a plastic sheet underneath it. I got a vinyl sheet. It's pretty thick. Was it put there to protect from water damage? Well, it didn't really work. The top of the sheet is pitch black. At first glance, it looks like it's covered in mold. Oh, there you go. When I spread it open, it crunches as dark red flakes fall from it. This is... Oh. Well, oh boy, okay. This is blood. Uh-huh. I can't do anything but whisper, dumbfounded, as I stare at the bloodstained sheet. Something murmurs in my ear, as if in reply. Oh, the red stuff? Their blood denies him. Denies who? Now, is this Hanahiko talking to us, or is this a different entity? Okay. Part of me takes the voice seriously. I'm clearly hallucinating, but for some reason it calms me down. Still in the daze, I shine the flashlight under the bed. There it is again! Something's there! Molly's voice has gone very shrill. Then... Hey now, give me a break. I'm no monster, you know. I'm just a regular human being. Oh! New character, okay. Something slowly climbs out from under the bed. It's a man with a trench coat. Looks pretty young, too. A person? What were you doing under there? Now, here's a question for the ladies. This man right here, is he husbando material? Is he the one for you? Is he a sexy, suave individual? The man looks bored. He scoffs. Same as you. I ran into that monster and escaped down here. Then you guys came. The man turns his back to us and jerks his chin. Anyway, I was hiding over there. His answer is believable enough. But why is he at the school to begin with? His presence raises a lot of questions. The man tilts his head a bit and peers at me. Then he snorts. It seems he's seen through me. You don't look like you believe me. Guess that's only natural. I haven't told you everything either. I could, but... The man looks around at his feet. We better get out of here first. We shouldn't chat at this crime scene. I think you're right. Molly seems to feel the same way. Let's head back now. You have somewhere to go back to? Good. Then let's get going. The man puts his hand on the ladder. He pauses and turns to us. The name's... Oh god. Satoru. Yeah, Satoru Mashita. Satoru Mashita. Okay, I'm sorry. The name's Satoru Mashita. I'm an ex-detective. Forgot to mention that. The name Mashita disappears up the ladder. We follow him back to the first floor, but when we emerge, he's not there. Hey, take a look at this. Mashita's calling to us from down the hallway. It was like this when you guys came through. Oh, he pipes up, voice slightly wobbly. No, it wasn't. It wasn't like this at all. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh god. You know, normally roses give you happy feelings, but this is like, this makes my skin crawl. Something's creeping along the hallway. They're rose vines. Thought so. Oh, let me read the chat. That's what got a reaction out of you? Gonna share this on Discord. Wait, what are you referring to in terms of the reaction? Talk to me, Slim. It's at all, it's talking to you. Hey, that's my waifu. If she talks, I'm gonna listen. How did he not see a guy under the bed while messing with the bed? That's a good question. That's a very good question. Okay. As a bi guy, I say he's about a 7. Okay, I'll take that. Go ahead, Salem. Say he's cute. I'm not going to say he's cute, because I'm not into that. But I'm just saying, like, as someone who like wishes he could do some voice acting at some points, it's like I look at him and it's like immediately my mind goes like, okay, what voice would fit him? And it's like immediately my voice goes to, oh, hello there. How are you doing? I'm an ex-detective. And it's like, yeah, it's like I'm hearing that voice. It's like, I wonder if the ladies would like that. And then, okay, so go ahead and say he's cute. No, I'm not going to say that. You must sacrifice him. Well, you know what? If it comes down to picking between Moe or this guy, I mean, this guy's going to get killed because, you know, I'm going to have the occult enthusiast with me, not an ex-detective. Sorry, but, you know, the cool stuff matters. The mold got a reaction. Well, yeah, dude. I told you, I don't like things that live on you. I don't like things that are alive and... Ugh. No. Nope. Anyways. I didn't see them before either. Hello there. General Kenobi. The mark's color grows more vivid. Oh. Early dawn. A few hours left until death closes in. Oh, okay, so am I on the timer? I don't know. Is this going to explain it to me, or... Okay, I guess I'm driving now. Some people naturally put others on guard, even if there's no particular ill will between them. It's exactly the type of person Mashita is. Mashita. Is it Mashita or Mashita? I don't know. Oh, you've got some nice stuff here. The moment he climbs into the car, he makes a grab for my bag. Then he starts inspecting all my stuff. Dude, fuck off. I wasn't planning on keeping a constant eye on him, but he's making it very hard not to. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, me personally, it's like I can't be for sure, but I am a little suspicious of him. I mean, we found him in that room to begin with, and he was doing just fine. He claims that he was hiding from the monster, but I don't know. Because, like, one of the guys ran out of there, the guard ran out of there, and he was killed by those plants, so... Okay, I'm a little suspicious of him, but I wouldn't say, like, I distrust him yet. Moe seems like a type to stick her nose in everything, but she's suspiciously silent, as if exhausted. Huh? Are you okay, Moe? Huh? Oh yeah, just zoning out. You know I'm fine. She doesn't look fine, but my other passenger is more of a concern right now. Mashita. Okay, thank you. Mashita. 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 Okay. Oh, did you know you have tiny worms that live in your face at night and they come out and breed on your face? Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about, and it's like, yeah, little things like that. I understand, but it's like those things are kind of almost vital to you. Like, there are some little microscopic organisms that we do need to rely on in order for our health and survival. There are plenty of those, but I'm talking more about things that shouldn't be on you, like parasites, though, or in this case, like mold or fungus. I don't like the idea that something is alive on me that shouldn't be there. So, were you at the school because you were investigating something? I'm not in the force anymore. Just poking around for my own reasons. Something I wanted to check. I don't doubt what he says, but that would mean he entered the school illegally. Well, we can't be suspicious of him in that regard because we did the exact same thing. What were you... Let me ask one thing first. Mashida interrupts my questions and points to my mouth. Does that hurt? It didn't take him long to spot the mark on my wrist. Sometimes. It hurts the most whenever I'm in danger. Huh. Is that so? Mashida leans back in his seat, satisfied. I was investigating some missing people. Okay, so I'm wondering if Mashida has the mark, or if somebody with the mark came up to him, and now he's investigating that. Guess he's responding to my question now. That school came up in a number of missing persons cases. I'm close to ending my writer's tears right now. That's making me kind of sad. I really like this whiskey. Each one had some affiliation with H Elementary before they disappeared. Teachers, workers, people in the PTA, students and their family members. Okay, I'm not sure what PTA means. I'm assuming that that's, wait a minute, teachers, workers. So is PTA Parents Teachers Association? I'm not sure. But this game does take place in Japan, so it might be a Japanese organization. But I'm gonna guess it's Parents Teachers Association just because it says teachers, workers, and then students and their family members and such. I was looking for them. Then Moe speaks up from the back seat. Were those people? The corpses on there? She doesn't sound as energetic as she usually does. Did something happen after all? Is her mark? Mashida does not reply. Maybe he thinks the answer is obvious. Maybe replying to a kid isn't worth his time. Something bugs me about what he just said. If the school was clearly suspicious then, of course I brought it up to my superiors. All I got for it was... He continues before I can ask, making a slashing motion across his neck. Oh, jeez. That's subtle. You got fired, huh? Disciplinary discharge. Something about sexually harassing us. Oh, God! Oh! Okay! That's something to just dismissively say. Okay! Yikes! Okay. Okay. Yeah, now my alarm bells are going off full steam with you, buddy. Oh my god. Now, if he had brought up before, like, you know, they claimed it was sexual harassment, it's like, okay, now I can say it's like, now I don't know the story. I'm going to be suspicious of you, but we're going to be, you know, moving forward. But the fact that it's like you were dismissive about it and like, you know, well, something about sexually harassing a subordinate. It's like, okay, now my alarm bells are going off. Holy crap. Okay. So, now we really can't trust this guy. Okay, Slim, you say yes it is. Yes it is what? Well, if we destroy the doll, Cthulhu might send you more whiskey. No. I know you're lying. You're a liar. Rashida Weinstein. Yeah, no kidding, man. Holy crap. That was so uncomfortable. The principal's got to get some kind of political pull. I probably dug up something he didn't want to get out. That wasn't my plan. I never meant to uncover anything dirty. Okay, so... Wait a minute, okay. So, since he dug up dirt, is he insinuating that somebody claimed that against him in order to get him to get out of the investigation? Okay. So, I don't know. Okay, I'm suspicious of this guy moving forward, but now we're back to the are you a creep or aren't you a creep territory. True, the school didn't have True, the school did have that suspicious room. It's not that strange to think it would come up in some missing persons cases. It would be common sense, at least. But common sense is for the world of the living. Yeah, I'm on the verge of death. A spirit might have something to do with those cases. There's an awkward silence. In that sense, this isn't even a case anymore, is it? Mashida sighs deeply. Who would believe that there's a monster in the school killing people? It's personal now. Our problem. And we're on our own. He turns his wrist over and shows it to me. Yep, he's got the mark. On his skin is the familiar mark. You too? Yeah. I sensed it as soon as I saw yours. I had a feeling this would be a problem. We're in the same boat, you and I. He has good instincts. We should talk more when we get back. At Cujo Mansion, there's some... I stopped myself from finishing my sentence. I shouldn't mention that for now. Yeah. Hey, I know you've seen killer plants and corpses and stuff, but you know, the talking doll might be a little too big of a stretch for you to believe. Yep. Okay, so I was right. Parent-Teacher Association. Cool. In any case, once we get back, we'll give you more details. Yeah. I'm sure it'll help him a bunch. But Mashida scoffs. Or Mashida, I'm sorry. Help, huh? You're underestimating me. Yeah! God, I can't talk. You're underestimating me. I'm curious what his reaction to Mary is going to be like. When I get out of the car, someone's there to greet me. It's this little shit. Welcome back, mister. You too, Miss Moy. I'm glad you're unharmed. Did you find any clues about the spirit? What? So there are others? This is everyone. Huh. What a reliable group you've got. I'm assuming he said that sarcastically. Okay, I got to bring this up. With the bags under his eyes and his short black hair, I see this as the gender bend version of Omanomicon. If you guys know me, you probably know her. The sarcasm is practically dripping out. Yep. Okay. So I did call it. So, are you all planning on continuing to search for that key or whatever it is? We don't have anything else to go on. There's no other choice. I don't understand you. If the source of the mark is this spirit, it would be best to destroy the source, don't you think? What do you mean? The spirit exists. So all you have to do is kill it. Are you serious? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Moe is going to know more about what to do with this entity or spirit than this one guy does, since she has an interest in the occult. I don't know. I think that Moe so far is the best character to trust, but I do have to admit, if I continue to utilize her, I'm going to miss out on what the other characters have to offer, and if I miss out on that, I might not get the whole picture of what's going on. If that makes sense. Okay, anyways. Of course he's serious. He doesn't exactly look like the joking type. Even if we manage to kill it, will that really make the mark disappear? No, and in fact, I would say that if you don't influence whatever provides the mark, you're more than likely to die. And the reason is because we don't know if the mark's presence is tied with the existence of whatever being granted it. And what I mean is, like, if we kill it, then we might lose out on our opportunity to get rid of the mark. But I consider everything Mary's told me. It doesn't seem like it'd work that way. Even assuming if it did, we have more of a fundamental problem. Sorry. And how do you plan to kill it? I'll figure something out. Well, with as sly as the guy has been, I think that maybe he could figure something out, depending on the resources he has. If something exists, there's logically a way to destroy it as well. Look how painterly everything is. I don't know, it's like, I'm looking at this, I'm getting like, I keep shouting out my artist friends, but it's like, I'm getting Skeletal K vibes. Katie, if you guys don't know her by Skeletal K. But Katie, she does like this painterly style. I'm looking at this like anime stuff, and it's like, it looks to me as if somebody handed her this anime line work, and she filled it in. It's kind of cool. If something exists, there's logically a way to destroy it as well. He claims he can kill people. Okay, I'm sorry. He claims he can kill the spirit, yet he doesn't know how he'll do it. What does all that confidence... Jesus Christ. Where does all that confidence come from? Here, 1 second. I'm going to take another sip of this, then let me go chug some water real quick. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry if you hear me drinking as well. Like, it's like you hear my throat making noise. Okay. I got some water in me. I think that I'll be able to talk a little better. Okay. Where does all that confidence come from? Don't forget, I faced him once already. If we were seriously thinking of killing him, Mashida grasps his wrist. The little shit shot some kind of thorns at me from a distance. It hit me hard enough to stick in concrete. There's no way to get in close to him. We have to make that a priority. Mashida pulls something out of the heel of his shoe and tosses it at me. It's a thorn, curved like a fang. The only reason I'm still breathing is because I was lucky. It won't happen next time. We need a plan. As we head to the entrance, I tell Mashta about Kojo Mansion. Kojo, Jesus Christ. Kujo Mansion. Kojo, Kujo, Kujao. I wonder how many more pronunciations I'm going to come up with. Anyways, he takes it all in silently. Even bringing up the talking doll or Saya Kujo's death doesn't trigger a reaction. Oh man, I'm kind of bummed that we just mentioned what happened instead of seeing it play out. But anyways, is he so unnervingly calm because he's already dealt with the supernatural? We reach the main hall, which is warmly lit. This is a strange mansion. For some reason, I feel like I've come home. Acclimatization is kind of terrifying. Welcome back, Lord LeBlanc. That man is a mark bearer too, I see. Would you make the introductions? I update Mary on our investigation. In a strange way, we meet Mashta. The mirror, the underground room full of corpses, the sudden appearance of roses. I really hate to admit it, but it's clear something supernatural is at work here. And the spirit that caused the whole thing, Hanahiko. There's no doubt that Hanahiko is the one who put the mark on Mashta's arm too. But what kind of chance do we have against the monster? I can do that. Mashta says we should kill him. But is that even possible? Hey, LeBlanc. My train of thought is interrupted. Mashta is holding a leather-bound notebook out towards me. Read this. I picked it up at that underground room. It was caught up in a bunch of those rose vines when I found it. It was pretty hard to get loose. Did you read it? I skimmed through a bit. It's got some interesting stuff. That's what he says, but he's not smiling at all. His eyes simmer with a quiet anger. Dark red marks stain the cover. I have a bad feeling, but I flip through it. Rose petals fall as they become unstuck in the pages. The notes within are very detailed, intelligent, and well written. Reading through, it dawns on me that this was written by H. Elementary's principal. The austere records of a young adopted boy's tutoring sessions. This kind of came out of nowhere, didn't it? The first note is from 5 years ago. Whew. Is he angry because something really bad happened in here? Here, I'm curious, before I continue any further, just anybody who's listening and is able to type on the keyboard, just tell me what you're thinking of the story so far and the game and everything, and my performance. Is there anything that I can do to make things better, or is everything good and I can continue on? Just let me know. Yeah, I'm waiting for a response. I want to know, like, is everything going smoothly? Like, are you guys enjoying this? Or is there something I can do to improve? Or are you guys enjoying this game?
Here, I'll take a sip from my whiskey while I'm waiting for you guys to respond. Oh. I really love this stuff. Writer's Tears. Damn. It's a shame that this is the very last of it that I have. I've got other whiskeys that I can pour and such. It's just some of them I'm saving up for a whiskey review with a certain friend of mine. But that is to be remaining confidential until the time arises when I can talk about that. Okay. Let's see if anybody's responding. It's skipping a bit for me, but that might just be me. I hope it's just you. I don't want... Oh yeah, I'm enjoying it. Okay, cool. Cool. It might just be you, Slim, but Snow, is it skipping a bit for you too, or is everything okay? Story's pretty good, and be more casual, yo. When casual, do you mean by me reading it, or do you mean casual by, you know, like, should I stop, like, interrupting it to talk and joke around and stuff? Forgive the silence, it's just there is a bit of a, I mean, this goes with any live stream. It's like you guys are always a few seconds behind me when I'm doing whatever I'm doing. This game is like the Japanese Horror Fest walkthrough in Second Life. They never unhappy. Can you tell me a little bit about that? That's actually sounds interesting. If it's like this, then I'd be interested in checking it out. I love Japanese horror. In fact, there was a period of time where it's like I was really into especially when I was getting really introduced to the horror genre, I started to feel burnt out because it was very repetitive. And then when I came across Japanese horror, I felt really rejuvenated. If it wasn't for like my discovery of like Japanese and other Asian horror, I probably would not have kept my interest in it. Like seriously, if I did not find Japanese and Asian horror, I probably would have dropped it altogether. Because the thing is, I think that especially nowadays, Japanese horror, I believe, is at the level that the golden age of horror was for Americans. And I'm saying, like, when you're talking about like Frankenstein, Dracula, the werewolf, like in the 1930s, I think that the Japanese horror is at that level of importance and caliber. Reading it, don't worry too much about messing up. Okay, it was me, I fixed it. Okay, cool. I'll keep that going. I'll keep that in mind going forward. But do understand that I will read it in the tense that it's at, if that's what you're referring to. So it's like if somebody's like making a question, or if somebody's like making an explanation, exclamation, I'm going to end up reading it as is, because that's just how I've always read things. But if there is like a point where it's like if I'm like shifting my voice a little bit, I'll try to keep that in mind going forward. Okay, so I think I've stayed on that topic enough, so we'll go ahead and continue. The first note is from 5 years ago. It seems the boy adopted by the principal was small and exceedingly cute. Oh God! Why? Why, man? Why? Jesus Christ! Why are you describing boys as cute? Fuck me, man.
He enjoyed wearing skirts and makeup too. Oh, okay. Maybe that's okay. Maybe this kid was feeling really uncomfortable and he was wearing skirts and such. Okay. Maybe it's described as that because it's trying to be respectful to the kid and trying to make the kid feel more comfortable in what he feels is his real self. So, okay, I'll keep that in mind going forward. Enjoyed wearing skirts and makeup too. There was no denying that he truly suited a dainty, red-cheeked boy like him. But the principal had a hard time accepting such fancies. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. This dude gonna be like, okay, no, you can't wear the dress, you can't wear the makeup. You're going to be exactly the opposite of that and be miserable. Oh God. This is taking a turn. Bad habits must be corrected young to promote such mental health, he thought. So he called it tutoring as a cover for his work. Oh, Christ. No, did he put him in the makeup? Oh, Christ. They took place in the underground room. Too many prying eyes anywhere else. There was no safe place. No school at night. It was only teachers had left. Oh, no. The principal stayed behind under the pretense of keeping watch and tutored. Oh, God. Okay, so we are going to deal with some heavy subject material apparently, guys, so if anybody doesn't want to continue watching, I totally understand. But at the same time, I do appreciate the fact that it's willing to go this far because, in my humble opinion, and this is how I feel about horror, I do believe that horror is the most severe form of tragedy. So having subject material this heavy integrated into it, I do believe that it's good for the story. It's sad that it comes to that point. But honestly, good horror should make you feel sad and hopeless at points. Because horror should make you uncomfortable and insecure. It should threaten something that you hold dear. And in this case, I'm feeling the threat that I feel is the threat of, well, that threat should be obvious, I would hope. But it's the threat of an innocent life being shattered. And it's the threat of a child, somebody who should have an innocent upbringing, being completely torn from that. And immediately, like, my instincts are like, oh my God, I want to protect this kid. So it's doing a pretty good job. And I am seeing, this is why I appreciate Japanese horror, is that it's able to approach subject material, and it's also able to, what it's doing is it's not necessarily focusing on jump scares. It's looking at things that are hard to swallow, things that are very, very uncomfortable to approach. And it window dresses it with like bodily horror, like this whole plant theme. But as we're seeing right now, it's delving into some themes and some ugly realities that we can even find in the real world. It's very, very effective. And so far, I like the fact that it's pulling it off tape pretty well. And it's not doing it just for shock value. It's like, it seems to be integrated in the story. So yeah, as a whole, I really like the game so far. Okay, we'll keep going. I'm sorry. The principal stayed behind under the pretense of keeping watch and tutored. He was a highly respected teacher. He even made appearances on TV. There's no reason to be suspicious. Oh God. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like when you find these freaks in real life, they're always the ones that kids trust the most. Sorry, I'm reading That's what interactive horror story go through and make it through at the end of special event gifts. Okay. Progressive. What do you mean by progressive, Slim? The only one who noticed anything strange was the boy's homeroom teacher. But she feared the principal's power and firmly kept their mouths shut. Yeah, this is uncomfortably. This is very, very uncomfortably real. Holy shit. As the notes continue, they are more and more deranged. They paint a horrible picture, as of a totally distorted parent and child. The child gets weaker after every session. Oh Christ, yeah, I can imagine. His delicate frame has grown thinner. His red cheeks are now darkened. His appearance is described in detail. There's no malice or hate. There's just fanatical sincerity. His pride as an educator. His terrifying, smothering love. Yeah, it's, I don't know if yeah, the subject matter is, I guess it's, I don't know how else to describe it. It's definitely willing to go places many other people wouldn't be comfortable with, but at the same time, I appreciate that because it's like horror should make you uncomfortable. It should pull you out of your secure environment. So I would say that it's pretty effective so far, and it's doing the job that it should. It continues like that to the very last page. There's no mention of what became of the principal and the boy. Well, you don't have to mention it. Unfortunately, it's pretty easy to put together. But going by the current state of H Elementary, I can hazard a guess. You don't look so well, mister. What was in that notebook? Sukasa peers up at me. He and the boy in the notebook are about the same age. Yeah, I'm wondering if there's going to be a correlation between the two. This isn't stuff you share with a kid. Yeah, hell no. I better just sum up the main points for him. That's terrible. We children are always victims of the ego of adults. Stupid grown-ups are irredeemable. Jesus Christ, that face. Why he'd say that makes sense. Revolting at the evil of adults, and a poor boy who became a victim. Was that really the end? If Hanahiko and the boy in the notebook are connected, well, oh shit, are they the same? Because Hanahiko is asking if he's pretty. It's more of a feminine way to ask things if you're attractive. So if Hanahiko is asking that, is that because the principal pushed that onto him? We'll find out. And the boy turned into a monster. Is that even possible? Relevant is a better word, I guess. Yeah, I agree, Slim. Unfortunately, it's all too common. Untimely deaths produce injury. Death does not bring it to an end. Such festering sediments can give birth to the supernatural. Monsters, ghosts, vengeful spirits, they have many names. I believe that you all heard one or two such stories. Hanahiko is similar. Mary's words are hard to swallow, but after all the weird events, it only makes sense to accept them. If I turn my back to the truth, all that will await me is death. Then Hanahiko really is a monster. We must form a plan based on her hypothesis. Sorry, I had a sip of a drink and it went down the wrong way. My apologies. Mary is silent no more. Then her jade-glass eyes shift to Mashida. Incidentally, accepting to Lord LeBlanc's report, for those among you who are considering killing the spirit, I shall warn you just in case, but that will be very difficult to do. Why is that? I can see Mashida's narrow his eyes. I haven't really heard it used as a verb that way, but okay. I can see Mashida narrow his eyes, but I made sure to speak up first. You're from the world of the dead. Just as the living cannot be more alive, the dead cannot be killed. The only thing you could possibly destroy is the cursed sentiment. So if you destroy the cursed sentiment, doesn't mean they necessarily kill the spirit, but if the spirit isn't able to, function, it might as well be dead. This is interesting stuff to put together. Anyways, so what does that mean? It is as I told you before. Death and life existing together. If that is the origin of the mark, then a way to erase it will be there. By driving away the spirit, the curse will also be eliminated. So defeating Hanahiko is how we'll be able to destroy the mark. Setting aside how he can't be killed. What exactly is the key then? It is nothing more than a concept, so I am unsure. But I'm certain of one thing. Okay. So I'm wondering... Okay, so we know that Tsukasa and Moe, they're both connected to the Hanahiko spirit, especially because we saw them there. They said that they came from there. And they were both aware of it. I wonder if we deal with Hanahiko, if the two of them will be resolved, but we ourselves won't. We might have to seek out the spirit that did the death mark to us, whichever it was. So I'm guessing that Chapter 1 of Hanahiko, if we resolve all this, I wonder if the characters that we're interacting with, if they will be resolved. Whereas for us, we're going to have to figure out which spirits gave us the mark. This is just me thinking ahead, and I'm just trying to share my thoughts with you guys. That way I'm giving a little more commentary to this than just me reading stuff. Okay, anyways, let's continue. Fate ties the spirit to its place of birth. An object that may be able to fill the role of the key. It is a difficult concept to grasp, but that is how spirits are. Determining the nature of the key that will decide your fate. I had a feeling. We'll just have to keep digging around at H. Elementary. We don't know what the cursed sentiments or the key to destroying the grudges are. Getting the key and lifting the grudge is the only way to survive. That's something that's very interesting in Japanese horror and Japanese folklore and supernatural stories too. It's not necessarily that the exact spirit lingers. It's more of that the emotion of the person is what lingers behind, whether it be happiness, sadness, anger, whatever. It's always the emotion of the spirit that manifests rather than the spirit itself. And sometimes it's really cool. I've been wanting to tackle it in like writing and such, but I've always wondered how I would go about it. It's interesting because it's a concept that's not really recognized by us Westerners. It is a very, very Asian concept where the being of us is not how we identify personally, but rather our emotions, our reaction to things is what defines you rather than what your intellect says, I guess you could say. And if I'm saying something that you guys don't agree with, let me know in the comments or the chat, and we can discuss it further. But it's just something that I always find very fascinating when you compare the East to the West in terms of the supernatural. Forgive me, I ranted. Anyways, getting the key and lifting the grudge is the only way to survive. You'll be required to be callous to make use of the spirit's fear. The way to repel a spirit lies within its grudge. Remember this, and be careful. New info is added to the spirit file, secret of the underground room. go to the bag real quick. Let's see what was added to that. Okay. Okay. Chased by Hanahiko, we fled into the underground room to find several skeletons wrapped in rose vines. A spirit of one of the victims showed me a vision of the past, a disgusting image of a woman dying, entanged in roses? I would have read that as entangled, but is entanged the word? Huh. Would have thought it would be entangled. Let me know if that's a mistake or if entanged is a word. My apologies. She was likely one of Hanahiko's victims, just like the guard. Even more surprising, a guy named Mashida was hiding in there. The ex-detective explained all of his victims were staff at the school or their family. Why did they have to die in such a cursed death? What's concerning is a notebook Mashida found in the room. It claims some kind of tutoring was going on in there. Well, tutoring should be in quotes. The tutor was the principal and the pupil his adopted son. The delicate boy loved to dress up in skirts. Under pretense of correcting bad habits, numerous twisted actions were performed on the boy in that room. Christ. He grew weaker and weaker. His teacher should have noticed. So were they just pretending ignorance? Roses covered the underground room in the school. The thorn that shot like a bullet at Mashida. If the boy in the notebook turned into a monster, is there a way to repel a spirit with a grudge like that? And that voice rang out in my head again. What did it mean by their blood denies him? Okay. Alright guys, tell me. Do you want to continue? Or do you want to call it quits here? And we will continue. We'll probably continue tomorrow. And then we'll make this each weekend. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Whichever days I'm available, we'll go ahead and continue. But for now, do you want to continue right now? Or do you want to call quits tonight? I'm waiting for responses. So go ahead and just tell me what you're thinking. Yeah, you guys are saying they misspelled it. Yeah, there's a few grammatical mistakes in here that are kind of concerning, considering that this is supposed to be like a AAA game. I mean, it's released on consoles and such, and yet it seems to have cut shortcuts with the English release, and that's kind of concerning. But you're still able to enjoy the story, but still, it just doesn't sell right, you know? Should probably wait till tomorrow. Okay, I'd say leave some more for tomorrow. Okay, so what we'll do for here, we'll go ahead and save it, and we'll continue tomorrow. And then, okay, so tomorrow's Sunday, so what we'll probably do is we'll play a little bit tomorrow, then we'll wait for the next weekend, and I'll begin either on Friday or Saturday, and then we'll also do Sunday. So we'll do, at the very least, 2 plays a weekend, but possibly 3, depending if I do Friday. Okay, guys, well, I just want to thank you for coming along, and it's been really fun to play this. I'm enjoying the story so far, and I'm really, really enjoying the game. But once I shut this down, please leave me comments below. Just give me feedback. You know, tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, and tell me how I can improve going forward, or what you did enjoy from me so far. And tell me a little bit about your impression of the game. Like, tell me about where you think the game is going to go. Tell me about what you think is entailed for the story. And just just give me feedback in general, I guess. But I hope you all have enjoyed this, and I just want to wish you a very, very good night, and I also wish you all a very, very good weekend. I wish you all peace and happiness. Take care, guys. I'll see you next time.